Hello and welcome, foolish mortals. This is Emily.
And Clayton, your ghost host. And oh boy, do we have a fun one for you today.
Oh, hey, Mickey. So I wasn't aware the mouse himself was making a studio appearance today.
We're continuing our Alice look, and we get to talk about Mickey Mouse some today. Some attempts to make an Alice film, maybe. And, Mickey Mouse short.
You know?
Oh boy. So let's, without further ado.
What?
Let's get into
it. Do.
Yeah, further ado.
Okay.
Prince of Boo Boo.
Throwing me off here today.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to make it magical. Oh boy,
Oh boy.
I sure am ready to talk about some Alice history today, Clayton.
Yeah, no mousekeeping today because you heard it all before in last week's episode. We're doing some pre-recording. We're trying to get ready for vacation. We had 4 episodes we had to plan.
Mm-hmm.
So we are
recording fools.
We are pre-recording. We are recording this week's on the same day that we recorded last week's. What? That's crazy.
Oh boy is right.
Oh boy indeed.
Yeah.
So if it looks like I'm wearing the same outfit.
And if it looks like I'm wearing the same outfit.
It's just the power of recording.
Yeah.
We're not actually slobs. We have more than one
slobs.
We have more than one change of clothes here at the Make It Magical house. So I think without further ado, we can get into
what would Walt do? Yeah. Here we go. No story in English literature has intrigued me more than Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. It fascinated me the first time I read it as a schoolboy, and as soon as I possibly could after I started making animated cartoons, I acquired the film rights to it. Carroll was revolutionary in the field of literature. He violated the serious Victorian tradition by writing Alice in a vein of fantasy and nonsense. This comes straight from Mr. Walt Disney, and actually was pulled from American Weekly magazine in the year of 1946.
What day was that published?
What day? Someone's birthday, August 11th. Clayton's birthday.
It's a cool 43 years
Seems
before.
like everyone pull out your calendars. Don't forget August 11th.
Actually,
Clayton's birthday.
Let's forget that I called attention to the fact that was my birthday.
Hey, this was your own making.
Yeah, let's forget that we called attention to it.
Don't forget, but don't forget.
Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's
that is a very interesting quotation from one very interesting man.
Yeah, I would say.
So let's talk maybe the first feature full-length animated film? Question. Man, I want to see that again. I don't think they're going to bring it back into IMAX here, though.
I thought you said they were. Project Hail Mary.
Well, they brought it back.
Let the listeners in on what you're talking about.
They brought it back into IMAX in some theaters, but apparently not in our theater.
Seems like an oversight on your part.
I already saw it twice.
I know, but you said you wanted to take me to go see it again.
Yeah, well, we didn't make time for it.
Anywho.
Okay. The story of Alice.
Wait. What did we talk about last week?
Oh.
I know we just recorded this. But in case listeners are spacing these episodes out a week apart and listening, or maybe even more, maybe they have busy schedules and they can't drop anything to listen to us each week. Let's remind them, shall we?
Why aren't they listening to us every week on the dot when we release these?
Yeah, they have lives.
People don't listen to us the minute
they don't set their timer. Oh, a new Make It Magical.
Well, we actually know that some people do actually set their timers.
That's very cool. I think whenever anyone decides to listen to any episode of our show, that is very cool.
But some people
you don't have to listen on drop day.
Some people are pinging us right away. But we talked about the Alice comedies.
Maybe you should also say thank you to anyone that listens.
Yes, thank you.
Not just on drop day.
Sorry, and the energy I had earlier is fading.
That makes for great podcasting.
Yeah,
Thanks, Clayton.
Great content. So thank you. And if you do enjoy the show, well, you could support the show in a few ways. You could follow us over on Instagram at Make It Magical Pod, at Make It Magical _travel.
Mm-hmm. That is my travel planning page.
Are you doing running content on the running Insta?
Okay, so here's the deal with Instagram here. When you so I also have a running count.
Yes.
At Make Miles Magical.
Yes.
Whole lot of magic going on Instagram,
yes.
But also not. I haven't really been posting on any 3 of those accounts.
Yes.
However, when I do decide to post, Go follow now so you will see whatever fun things are being shared in posts or
Okay.
stories.
So that's 3 Instagrams.
Yes.
Make it magical underscore travel, make it magical pod, and make Miles magic. Cool.
Oh
Um,
no.
if you're watching over on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. We're up to somewhere in the 90. We're approaching 90. We're
Yeah.
approaching 90.
Hey, you could help us hit 90.
You could be
That'd be
number
pretty
90.
cool. That's a free option.
If you want to support the show, you can always leave a Apple Podcast review, or you can join us over on Patreon.
And if you do leave us a review, we will read it on the show, and we
Oh, yeah.
greatly appreciate them. It does really actually help out us.
Yes.
So if you enjoy our content and want to support and keep this fun thing going on
Yeah.
for even longer, those are some great ways to do that.
Yeah. And lastly, if you want to support the show in kind of a different way, you could use your travel agent planning services.
Mine,
Yours.
not the listeners.
Yours. I'm talking to you.
I understand now. That is
Yes.
correct. Yes,
Yes.
if you do need, now I'm talking to listeners, not you, Clayton, but I also do help you. If
You are my
the
travel agent of
listeners,
choice, yes.
do need help with planning any kind of Disney trip, I would gladly like to take all of the stress away, help you with whatever you need, be as involved as you would like. And the best part is my services are completely free to you. I'm just like an extra set of helping hands to make sure you have the best time without any worries. Feel free to reach out. You have all of the information there. Clayton just mentioned. You could also shoot me an email over at my travel planning email, emily@njftravel.com, and we can get you started on getting you ready and planned for your next magical Disney trip. I would sure like to plan my next one. So it's always a great day when you can get that going.
Yeah. Now that we got that all out of the way, what did we talk about last week? We talked about the Alice comedies. Walt moving to Hollywood.
Oh, yes.
The start of the Disney Bros.
I know that
studio.
sounded psychotic. I was laughing because you said comedies.
Okay.
Clayton,
What? That was a joke.
you're leaving me hanging. Now I do feel like a psychopath.
What did we talk about? We talked about what? We talked about Walt moving west. As some people like to have joked to themselves, he didn't set sail, he
Set rail.
Emily told me the story of how she wrote that line, and she said she wrote set sail and then she stopped, giggled to herself,
Paused, looked up away from my laptop.
and then was like, set rail. Hee 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 hee. So yes, he moved on west. He started the Disney Bros. Studios. He made the Alice comedies a hit. He had actually made the pilot prior to, but was able to get full 56 episodes after moving out west.
What launched the creation and success and the founding of Disney as we know it today, where was the Alice comedies.
But what would happen next? The story of Alice didn't end there with the Disney company. Walt always seemed to have a fixation on doing more of a direct project with the Lewis Carroll works, so much so that in 1931 he bought the rights to the famous Sir John Tenniel illustrations featured in Carroll's books. Interesting. You buy the actual rights to the illustrations.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. A decade later, after the release of the Alice comedies, Walt and Roy began early plans for their first full-length feature animated film, and Alice in Wonderland happened to be one of the first properties in consideration. And this was as early as 1932.
Yes, when they were starting to think about doing their first movie.
With the Alice comedies being their first major success, it does make sense that they would look again towards Alice.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to mine this little girl till we got nothing left. Walt's mind was set on an entirely animated film until he was approached in 1933 by one of Hollywood's first superstars and screen legends, Mary Pickford. Can't say I recognize the name.
Well, if you haven't really watched movies from
Yeah.
that time period, you probably don't know who she is.
She approached Walt and they began brainstorming a completely different idea for this Alice film with a combination of live action with Mary starring as his Alice and animation where Alice's character would appear in a cartoon version of Lewis Carroll's Wonderland.
That's right. So you can almost think of this as being a continuation
Yeah.
or elongation of what the Alice comedies were, and now making this into an actual movie form. Or that seemed like it was the inspiration for
Yeah.
this. I heard a lot of conflicting things about how the story actually played out. A lot of the time, it sounded like Mary Pickford actually was the one to approach Walt Disney
Yeah.
because she was such a fan of the work he had already started doing
Yeah.
in Hollywood. And she wanted to be a part of something and play as an Alice character. So, in some stories, the
Mhm.
way this is told historically, she came to Walt with the idea to do this
Yeah.
hybrid version, or at least do a live action Alice with
Yeah.
her being the Alice.
Yeah.
Other stories said it was Walt's idea. So that's unclear. But either way, they collaborated together and wanted to make this hybrid. So this was very much in consideration and was something that was going to happen.
Mm. So as you can likely guess, because you listen to this
Well,
show.
you missed a part here too, Clayton.
Oh.
A test was even filmed with Mary in a full Alice costume. And
Yeah.
if you're watching on YouTube, I actually found a picture of this with her full in costume holding the hand of Mickey Mouse.
Which surprisingly doesn't say, put this in the movie, you dummy.
You Tweedle dummy.
You Tweedle dummy. Now, as you may likely probably know by now, because this was surprisingly not the first Disney animated full-length
did any
feature
of
film.
you, I don't know, did any of you ever see a live action animated hybrid? I don't think so.
We pivoted somewhere. Walt's vision for an Alice film was shelved once Paramount Pictures announced the release of their own star-studded theatrical version of Alice in 1933. Hey, pop quiz hotshot.
Yes.
With the Paramount logo. There's
All
a
the
bunch
stars. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a bunch of stars. What do they represent?
Paramount's original stars.
Original contract stars, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Films used to be different back in the day. You wouldn't skip it to and fro, and you wouldn't shop it. You would basically sign a contract with one studio and be
You were
exclusive.
sticky stuck.
You're exclusive. We're exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exclusively a Paramount star.
And this Paramount picture version
Not
looks horrifying. No, not as not good. I don't want to say because I didn't really do research on this. I think it was well received and did fairly well. However, the imagery I've seen from it, terrifying. Didn't I show you something from it? No, I didn't. Look it up. Well, don't look it up if you want nightmares. If you're interested, just look up a little clip of it.
Mhm.
Specifically, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
This is something where
They're so scary.
This is something where it says, literally, don't put this in the video, you dummy.
You could flash the thing up, say avert your eyes, and then you can show the Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Now, although this wouldn't be the end for Alice, unfortunately, Alice in Wonderland's journey to the big screen would be a long and intensely frustrating one, not only one for Walt Disney, but for the artist involved in solving its endless conundrums, and it wouldn't happen for another 20 years. Nevertheless, Walt didn't let this Paramount roadblock stop his momentum. He returned to his original idea of producing his first full-length animated film, but rather than Alice, he put all his apples in one basket, creating Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which would be released in 1937, winning an honorary Academy Award. You've all seen it. You all know it. What's that little girl?
Do they all know it?
What's that little girl who gives it away?
Really? Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple.
You didn't even say what it was for significant screen innovation.
Well, I was getting there. Isn't it just wonderful, Mr. Disney? Oh, it's just swell. It's like what he says, right?
He says so much I could bust or something like that.
Yeah, I could just bust.
It's very cute.
Yeah. You've all seen it, probably, most likely. If not, look at the video.
They haven't.
I'm just saying, if not, look at the video. I've instantly put a picture here. But it's the one where it's one big Oscar and 7 little Oscars. I wonder what those 7
very cute.
I wonder what those 7 little Oscars are for. I don't actually know. That's weird. Never seen them before. So, yes.
You can also see this on display at the Walt Disney Family Museum.
Yes, you can see it on display at the Walt Disney Family Museum.
Or is it at Disneyland right now?
No, it's at this one's at Walt Disney Family Museum. There's another, I'm pretty sure it's a different thing that they have for Snow White.
Okay.
Which, fun fact, when we went to go see, what?
I'm just, to explain, I'm just confused because some things are on loan from the Disney Family Museum at Disneyland right now.
Yes.
As a special exhibit in the Disney Gallery.
Yes. Now.
Wait, you don't want to mention how cool it is, the fact that there's a reality where we almost could have gotten Alice as the first film from Walt Disney before Snow White.
It's tough. I mean, it would be cool, but
Well, it seems like
I
the
mean, Snow
thought,
White is pretty.
like I said, it's a little unclear,
Yeah.
but from the sound of it and what I found the most information on in many sources, it seems like Walt originally wanted to do Alice as an animated version, and then it kind of switched into this animated live action hybrid. So we still could have gotten, if he proceeded and went full throttle with the idea of Alice, we could have gotten Alice as the very first Disney movie.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. I wonder, it's like one of those weird what ifs.
It is. I do think Snow White is the better one to start out with, since it's like
so.
classic fairy tale. Alice is a very
It's
difficult.
It's a little out there.
The source material is quite difficult to adapt. It's, I don't want to say the most difficult Disney's ever attempted, but it's a very tricky task if you've read both of the books.
Yeah.
It's very hard source material to figure out how to make that into a cohesive film.
I can't say I've never read the original material.
Well, I am telling you, it is.
Okay. Well, let's talk about a different attempt to adapt Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, but starring one, I don't know if you've heard of him.
Icky May, Alice May.
MICKEYMOUSE. Mickey Mouse, that is. So we're going to talk about Through the Looking Glass and what Mickey found there, but mostly
Hey, do you notice my play on that?
Yes, I
that's
saw
what
there.
the book's title is.
Yes. This is Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is it Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror or is it just Through the Mirror?
This is literally in the script, Clayton.
Oh, is it in the script?
Yes.
So you know the old saying, Walt turned lemons into lemonade. And with his first failed attempt at an entire Alice feature, he used Mickey Mouse as his way to truly incorporate more direct nods and inspiration from Carol's literature. Considered as iconic and right up there with classics such as Lonesome Ghost and Clock Cleaners, which I do say are probably two of my favorite. I love Clock Cleaners.
Are there any other Mickey? I was trying to think of which Mickey shorts immediately come to mind. I discredited Mickey's Christmas Carol because that's a bit that's longer.
More of a
so I
didn't
count that in this category. I was trying to think of what are the ones that come to mind. And
Lonesome
Ghost and Claw Cleaners were the other two that I think of when it comes to classic Mickey cartoons that really stand out.
I think
there are other ones.
I mean, there are other ones, but those ones are like, and I'm going to say that they're burned in my memory. They might be burned in my memory a lot more because they are always played on the cruise transfer between a resort hotel to the cruise.
Yeah.
So there's at least 4 different times I've been exposed to them on that bus. So that might have some part to do with it.
Even
but they're also very
though,
iconic ones.
They're very iconic. Very popular Mickey
There's
cartoons.
a nod to it in the Mickey Minis, Runaway Railroad. There's
Runaway
a nod
Railway.
to Lonesome Ghost in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Not to Clock Cleaners, though.
I don't think so.
I think so. In 1936, we had the Mickey Mouse short titled Through the Mirror. Now,
see, there's your answer, Clayton.
Yeah, 1936.
But Thru is spelled Thru, which I asked Clayton, I'm like, what do you think the logic is behind when you make those kinds of decisions?
It's probably that much cheaper to animate a word that's 4 letters long versus 6.
But then you also see this happens in The Extinct Attraction, or happened, an adventure through inner space. It's spelled also the same way, Thru.
I don't know. There's probably a reason.
Why?
I don't know.
The reason?
Probably some.
I need to know.
Probably some grammatical thing. Probably some European versus American English thing.
What?
European versus American English.
Well, why would that? I don't understand. Why would that affect adventure through inner space?
Well, I'm saying is that through might be the more Americanized version of spelling that, and through TH, even though we don't use through, is the more like European English spelling.
Which one is?
THROUGH being the more English version, and THRU being the more Americanized version. because there's a number of words
Hmm.
that are essentially the same but spelled differently and pronounced slightly differently.
Mm-hmm.
Not just pronunciation, but also spelled differently between, even though it's the same language.
Yeah.
So it's probably that.
Hmm.
This is now an entomology podcast talking about the origins and usages of words. I just dropped the entomology, no big deal. By the way.
Good job.
By the by. How about we look this up real quick? Thru. Thru is an informal Americanized version of the word through. THRU, that being. And might have been, and this might have something to do with McDonald's because we use drive-through.
But isn't nature, what's the
What?
I can't think of the full title. What used to be, or what was there before Big Thunder Mountain? Something through Nature's Wonderland. How's that spelled?
I don't know.
Which through was that?
What
Because
is
if
it
that
called?
was the full version of through, then I'm really
Is it
confused.
Adventures Through Nature's Wonderland?
What?
What is it? Through Nature's Wonderland?
I told you I couldn't remember. I'm blanking on what the full title of it
Adventure
was.
Through's, yeah, main train through being the long way to spell it. Disney's Mine Train Through. Through.
How's it spelled?
THROUGH.
Okay, so that confuses me even more than
Well,
why.
this would have come out before the advent of drive-throughs. So then McDonald's became a thing, and
But
we
you're
have
saying
drive-throughs.
two Disney attractions decided to do each version of through in their titles?
But there's two different. Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland opened in 1956.
Yes.
Adventures Through.
These are the riveting answers that keep me up at night.
Adventures Through Inner Space opened in 1967.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, we have a poster for Adventure Through Inner Space that we need to get framed.
We do.
And let's look at when McDonald's drive-throughs became a thing.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you, that's probably why this is done this way. It most likely has to do with the drive-through. McDonald's drive-through opened up in that was the actual drive-through though.
What?
They didn't actually have a drive-through until 1975. And Adventures in Inner Space opened in 67. So I don't actually know why they did this.
So this is more confusing to me now. You didn't answer anything, Clayton.
But I was correct in the sense that through THRU
yes.
is an informal Americanized variant of the word through. So I was correct in the sense that through is an Americanized version, but I have no idea why we've done that. I do not know why.
Unsolved Mysteries. Disney edition.
I'm sure that I could go and find.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Why?
It's okay. It's okay. Let's continue on through.
But it probably has to do with American car culture in the 50s and how that became a bigger thing, and drive-throughs. Even though the drive-throughs that we know today, there were still drive-throughs in the sense of like Sonic.
I feel like I'm going slowly insane times through. So extra emphasis is being said on it.
Now,
through.
Now, when you go to Sonic's drive-through, you don't really drive through anything. You just drive up.
I'm going slowly nuts.
You just drive up to a window.
I'm going into madness.
But what's weird is that this was released in 1936, and that's well before car culture. So they're what are we driving through? That was like that. No one had a car back in the day. You know what I mean? So like, did they just randomly shorten it because it was easier to animate 4 letters as opposed to 6? And then McDonald's was like, yo, we only need to put 4 letters on our signage because then it's smaller, it's tighter, and it's easier to say. And we know in America, we can't spell for anything.
How's it easier to say? It's still through.
It's a joke. That portion of it's all a joke. I'm finding a way to slowly make you lose your mind.
I am now delirious right now. I'm quite literally envisioning your head is in the place of the Cheshire Cat in the Disney ride, like after you go back indoors, after the outdoor section, and you're just going back, your head is tilting back and forth, and you're going through.
Okay, through. Now, this is what Google AI is telling me. So there's about a 90% chance this is factual.
Who knows?
It could be
Who's to
75.
say?
Who knows? But through is an informal, shortened spelling of through, used primarily to save space on signs and in advertisements or in phonetic spelling.
Does it say it's easier to say also?
I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're going for. So I guarantee you that the animators put through on their THRU.
No, you're the caterpillar and you just keep going through.
But what's weird is that the book is animated THROU in the movie in the short.
I don't understand. It's not. There isn't consistency.
The title card.
Yes, in the actual through the mirror, the very first scene shows Mickey holding through the looking glass, but it's spelled through.
Sometimes
the different version of through.
Sometimes.
Okay, do you feel like through is now a made up word? It doesn't sound like an English word anymore.
Sometimes
it sounds like gobbledygook.
Sometimes I feel like you look right through me and don't even acknowledge me as a real human being. Sometimes I just seem like you're like not even here. You're just looking through me.
Who are
in the show notes for this one? In the show notes of this one, I'm going to say Clayton and Emily slowly lose their mind debating the word and usage of the word through. And we're taking you all with us. We're all going to Wonderland, and we're
you are through.
We're all going to Wonderland, and you're all coming with us.
Yeah, that's the version. You're just the caterpillar saying through over and over again.
Oh, through. Now let's go through.
A-E-I-O, through.
Let's go through that looking glass and find out what Mickey put it through in the concept art.
No.
It's THRU in the concept art. Okay.
We said the book he's holding is the other spelling of through.
No. In the concept art, it's through, but in the actual short, it's THR.
Oh, it is.
In the concept art, it's THRU,
okay,
but in the short, it's THROUGH.
This is an even bigger question. Why, from storyboard concepts, did they have through? It sounds like they threw this out the window and went with the other through.
Whoa, don't bring a third through in here. I'm not sure. I don't think we can take that kind of homonym action over here.
THREW.
Don't be bringing a third through into the podcast, please. We only have enough with two throughs. Let's not bring a third through into the podcast, please. Third through has entered the podcast. Okay. If you're still with us, if you haven't turned off this.
Could I make another new spelling and we just drop the GH? Through.
Like thou? Like
yeah.
Where through thou?
I'm so confused. Yeah, why'd this get thrown off? Why would they make that switch, Clayton? From storyboard with that through. And then to the actual.
There is no joke. A whole article on Merriam-Webster's dictionary page about why we've gone from. There's been over 50 different spelling variants of the word through. Everything from through, THRU, to through, THORGH.
What?
To THORTH.
We're learning so much today about the word through.
Or THROCE. So there's been several dozen spellings of the word through. Going all the way back to the 16th century.
But
I think that's enough of that.
This has changed from the origins of Alice to the origins of through.
I'll link the article. I don't think I could read it.
You really want to know about this.
I don't want to lose my mind that much.
I've already lost it, Clayton.
Okay, so you know the old saying.
I am gone.
So we're going from lemons to lemonade or something. I don't know. Walt turned lemons into lemonade with his first failed attempt at an entire Alice feature. He used Mickey Mouse as his way to truly incorporate more direct nods and inspiration from Carol's literature. I've actually already read that sentence. I just realized.
It's okay.
It's really gone through one ear and out the other.
Through to you?
Now,
who are you?
I've also read this sentence.
Oh, wait. I do agree with this. So comparing between Alice's Wonderland, which we talked about last week,
Yes.
and now this week,
Yes.
after having seen
This is more
through
directly
the mirror, there's more clear nods.
More direct nods.
Yes.
To the thing.
It's not so loosey-goosey this time, Clayton, as I like to say.
So right up there with Lonesome Ghost and Clock Cleaners, as we were discussing, I just realized
did talk about
we
all
literally
this.
just discussed that like 15 minutes ago, but we got sidetracked on Thru.
We got into some weird alternate timeline.
I legitimately think I read this entire paragraph.
Into like a wormhole of. We were sucked through a wormhole. The weird Thru wormhole. There's no getting out of that one.
Okay, you.
I don't know how we made it out of that one alive.
We're still stuck in it. We're like in Interstellar right now, and we can't get out of the black hole,
like
man.
Alice at the end of the actual movie, or she's running back to reality.
It's just the Interstellar black hole. And we're just stuck on the word through, just like on the edge of it, just like where
an endless loop.
Where is it going? We're gonna stuck. This little maneuver is gonna cost us at least 25 minutes, basically.
Clayton, we're all mad here.
I'm slowly getting there. Okay, it's necessary that we move on. Do you agree?
Quite.
Let's watch Interstellar tonight.
What?
Oh,
you do this every single episode. You say, "Hey, let's watch this tonight." And you know what, listeners? I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
We never
end up watching the movie that Clayton says we should watch, even though...
I keep it for later.
Even though it's his movie choice, he never decides to actually watch it. It's not like I'm preventing it.
All right, I'm going to ask you one quick question, not Disney related.
Does it involve the word through?
No. Which scene do you think is better? The Interstellar docking scene. Come on, no, humor me
I
a little
haven't
bit.
watched Interstellar. I've only seen Interstellar one time.
But do you know
so
the docking scene?
I do not really remember much about it.
Do you know the docking scene?
No. I need to rewatch it again.
I've had that scene on so many times. And okay, well that...
This isn't... I just said...
Or the fishing scene from Project Hail Mary.
Well, I've seen Project Hail Mary more recently, so I'm going to say that.
Cool, we're going to put this on Instagram poll. Okay.
Great. The one thing we're going to post is non-Disney.
we haven't posted on Instagram in like 3 weeks.
The two posts are going to be polls about Interstellar and Project Hail Mary. And the other one is going to be, what is your preferred way to spell the word through? Which through are you? So, could you imagine someone who's like just started following us? They're like, oh, they finally posted something and just went through. Which through is more you? Like, what?
And which scene do you like better?
Wow, these people are all over the place, and all I could say is, yes, we are.
Where were we?
I almost have a tear that's been streaming down my face. Clock cleaners.
Yeah, it's clock cleaners.
And we have
I'm not gonna say no.
The mirror. Okay, now we can proceed.
Okay.
Everyone take a calm breath. We've made it past it.
Now
we're not going to use the T word.
Well, we're going to try not to.
Yet.
It's probably in there again. So where the Alice colonies had very loose inspirational ties.
I think you mean loosey-goosey.
Oh my goodness. This is the closest we would see Walt tap into parallels of Carol's books, or more specifically, this would mirror.
No, yeah, really pause. Mirror. Like you're doing a wink to the camera.
And then Emily wrote in parentheses.
See what I did there?
The Carol sequel.
Oh no! What spelling is it, Clayton? The T word. Who knew one word could bring us so much laughter in one episode?
Man. Okay. So we watched this. You can watch this on YouTube.
But what's the sequel called? I forget.
Through the Looking Glass. So you can watch this on YouTube. It's not on Disney Plus, to our knowledge. We couldn't find it on Disney Plus, but it is on YouTube.
Did you try looking on Disney Plus?
I searched Through, but maybe I searched it wrong.
I think because I searched
THROUGH.
Yeah, you did the incorrect.
But technically, I spoke into the microphone, and Siri wrote
So Siri
THROUGH.
only functions in one through.
She's only in Old English. Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
So, but you can watch it on YouTube. It's about 8.5 minutes.
Is it really that long?
It's like 9 minutes long. Yeah.
10 minutes?
I said 9 minutes. I said
That's almost 10.
I said 8.5 to 9 minutes. You go 10 minutes?
10
no,
minutes.
I didn't say 10 minutes.
Well, I guess that's a good sign then, because it didn't feel like it was that long.
It's like 8 minutes long.
Really?
Yes. It starts off.
Oh wait, you didn't say that was really clever. That this would mirror Carol's book.
Oh my gosh!
You know, because
we moved on.
Mickey steps into. Here's a new word for you. Into the mirror.
At least didn't step through it this time.
Ah!
Okay. So we did watch it before.
And we have some concept art.
We had some concept
got
art.
The close up of the book.
Where they spelled it differently than how they put it in the short, which is actually ostentatious.
Wow. What a word there. What a word.
Well, let me finish this chapter and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So the premise involves Mickey falling asleep while reading his copy of Thru the Looking Glass, spelled THROUGH in case you were curious. And while in his dreams, he actually enters portal style through his bedroom mirror into another topsy-turvy dimension. There's anthropomorphized furniture and household objects where everything comes alive, including a deck of cards and a king and queen of hearts. Upon watching this, feels like a clear inspiration for the March of the Cards in Alice later on.
Would you agree?
I would
with
agree.
That?
It's very much, yeah. It's very.
There's a lot of card play in this.
There's a lot of card play. They're shuffling him. They
do
dancing.
A lot of interesting visuals, like an overhead view of them circling around.
Yeah, they do a lot of. It's definitely.
It's almost like they're doing like a synchronized. It's like makes me think of synchronized swimming.
Yeah,
but card style.
It's very much akin to that. Yeah, Walt was always looking for opportunities to incorporate Alice.
And he sure did.
So yeah, basically he gets up. His little dream ghost, think like Winnie the Pooh type thing. Gets up, goes to through the mirror, through the looking glass, and he basically kind of goes in. It's a mirror dimension of his room, so the furniture comes alive. His chair, the radio set, the nutcracker,
which eats the shells.
There's the phone bit, and probably I would say 60% of it is dedicated to the card bit.
Yeah, and the gloves.
The glove part bit.
You're like, that's what this is for?
Because that's like a famous thing that they use a lot for Mickey.
Yeah. There's a lot of really great moments like that. Him dancing with the gloves, him stepping inside of the glove is really cute. And then I always think of when all of the cards are moving around him and then he pulls out, he fans it almost like a peacock tail feather behind him. Yeah, because then
he steps that very specific
way. That imagery,
way.
the way he's moving with the cards behind him, that's a visual I see Disney use a lot. Or over time I've seen them use that a lot.
Because it's... I feel like that clip is used. There's something where we go to in the parks.
Is it in One Man's Dream?
Is it because they do the whole bit where they're doing like the Mickey things and they show the clips from the shorts?
Maybe it's used in there.
Because there's
could be wrong, of course.
Because I feel like we will see this a lot because then it's got the one where they're driving the RV and all the stuff's moving around.
Or it'd have to be in some kind of Disney documentary.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is.
If it's incorporating the creation of Mickey Mouse and his later success. Right. This is one of those, some kind of moment from this short is typically used.
Yeah.
Down to when Mickey's dancing with the Queen of Hearts, too. Right. They do a specific type of dance movement, which is really cute.
What is that? What am I thinking of? We see it all the time.
I feel like it has to be in One Man's Dream.
Because it's like, because they used to like, it's like, you know what song I'm thinking about? It's not like, dude, but it's like.
It's not did-it-do, but it's like,
it's like very, but it's like almost in tune to his moves, and so they're always using him moving, and it's always clips of Mickey Mouse movement. So it's like, that one I think fits because it has a very specific cadence. What is that? Oh my goodness!
Sounds like it's time to go back to Disneyland or Hollywood Studios.
Maybe it is One Man's Dream.
Maybe
it must be.
Yeah, because you've seen that multiple times.
It must be One Man's Dream.
Yeah. Well, we'll go with that. That's That's likely where you've
Yeah,
seen it.
probably.
We
So
will have to confirm.
this is a beautifully animated short
Oh, yeah.
for 1936.
Great,
It looks great even
animation.
on YouTube, which I mean probably is good because it kept up and a good transfer, but it looks really good on YouTube. The card bit is really funny.
It is.
Here's the part where he's dancing with the queen. The king is like hanging out with the king is hanging out with his court jester or the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a little sword fight.
Mm-hmm. Which very interesting.
Mm.
The character illustrations for the King and Queen of Hearts look more akin to what was done within this short, where it's like it's basically what a deck of cards.
They're still
like,
member of the deck of cards.
Two faces on the same card for the King and Queen.
Right.
That's what it looks like in the book. Where clearly with the later Disney version, we got an actual human form, and then the guards or the cards that are not of higher stature.
How comes there's no Jack in Alice in Wonderland?
You don't remember I don't know if it's considered a joke. I always laughed at it as a kid.
Yeah.
But in the version, the later 1951 animated version, they're doing like roll call. They're like, 9-10 Jack. And he's at the very end. He has a face like this. So he looks like one of these types of cards. Does not look like the king or queen.
Interesting.
You missed that, apparently.
Yeah, no, we have some concept art. We'll put them in the video.
Tons of concept art. Interestingly,
they clearly have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I could not find any of the concept art online. These are actually, I should have written the book name that I'm reading.
Alice book.
I took pictures, which I really need to get a scanner so I can hold all of these more clearly rather than just taking a picture on my phone of a book and then cropping it.
You need the book scanner.
Yeah, I need a book scanner because that'd be very helpful, and I can just save everything and then share all the concept art.
Yep.
But this was the only place I could find concept art of this Mickey short.
Oh, they do the size change bit kind of gag. He changes sizes in the thing.
Which guy?
Mickey. He goes from big to small.
Oh yeah, that as well.
When he first gets out.
One piece of concept art, which looks more like storyboard since they have notes along it.
Yeah.
I actually found this one online, and it shows him getting as big as the room, similar to what happens to Alice. This part did not get used within the final short, but I thought that was just really interesting because it looks exactly like if you just replaced Alice in placement of Mickey in this concept art, it looks like it would have come from the 1951 version of Alice, or just clearly inspiration from the actual book.
Yeah. Very cool. Well,
what do you think?
It's very interesting. It was a good short. I don't think I've ever seen it in its full entirety.
Clearly, I've been seeing the clips. Clearly, you haven't, since you were surprised by the gloves. Like,
that's what that's from.
Oh my goodness!
Because they use that all a lot.
Yeah. So what's really interesting, and I really appreciate, since I was researching all of this at the same time, playing Epic Mickey also simultaneously. The entire game starts in the exact same way this short does. Looks like a direct copy.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Epic Mickey because our niece was here a couple weeks ago, and she likes it's known as the Mickey game, and she adores that game. And every time she comes to Grammy, Pop-Pop's auntie, uncle's house, she's like, can I play the Mickey game? And I'm just like, I was kind of watching TV, but I can't say no to that face.
That cute face.
So then she sets down. She's got a PlayStation controller, which seems bigger than her hands, and somehow she's getting
really
better.
Good at it.
She's getting better at it, yeah, which is a little scary. Except she needs to bow down.
She's better than you at it.
No. She needs to recognize that Uncle is a good video gamer.
Not as good as Auntie.
Auntie doesn't know what she's talking about.
I got Epic Mickey in the bag.
All right.
However, what I was getting at, the way Epic Mickey starts.
That's right.
You completely steamrolled over what I was
That's right.
trying to mention.
I was just trying to say how Uncle is fun.
The introduction to the game, the opening sequence or cutscene, is Mickey holding Alice through the looking glass. He falls asleep to it and then enters through this mirror dimension through the looking glass. Looking glass. And then Epic Mickey starts in that similar way. And also, on top of that, through Epic Mickey, you transport to different areas or different lands, different worlds within the game into projector. See, I helped you out there. Into projector screens, and you have to complete different
Yeah.
versions of Mickey shorts.
Right.
And Through the Mirror was one of them. They do a really great job of representing those old Mickey shorts.
Yeah, seems like it.
There were parts with the king tries to hurt you because he's throwing a knife around and trying to stab you.
I must have missed that part of why you guys were doing that.
Mickey runs across the globe too. I said, Clayton, look at this. This is the short we're going to talk about.
Huh.
All kinds of things. He jumps on a top hat and it bursts upwards and goes down. So they do a really great job of creating a little mini level and having all the imagery that you know from this short within that. Epic Mickey is a great game.
They got that. She got that far this time in the game? Because she never got that far last time.
This was the furthest we've ever gotten.
Wow. Good job, niece.
Yeah, we're booking it.
Okay. Anything else?
I just wanted to reflect on what we talked about.
Yeah.
Any key takeaways? What I found most interesting, like the whole what if Alice could have been first.
Yeah.
Very first Disney animated feature. Like I said, I think Snow White was
I think
the
Snow
better
White is
starting
the better,
point for the
I
company.
think Snow White is I think it's just more classical
fairy tale,
so it's
princess,
less,
prince,
less
side characters with personality, music, songs. All of that flows more into a story that the general public could get behind and get invested in rather than Alice. That doesn't really, I mean, Alice has music and characters and all of that, but it's not a classic type of fairy tale.
Yeah.
It's considered classic literature now, but not a fairy tale. And probably if we did start out with Alice, that would change. Let's say it did succeed and that was the first Disney film. That would probably change the trajectory from Disney from the very start to current day and what kind of movies they'd create.
Probably.
Because since Snow White was the very first, it's a fairy tale, princesses. That's such a huge foundation in what built the company, and that's their bread and butter. Or if we start with something more experimental like Alice, who knows what we would have gotten.
Bread and butterflies.
Yeah, it's their bread and butterflies. Very nice, Clayton. Oh, I have a correction.
Yes.
Which I should have made last week. Bread and butterflies. I think I said that it doesn't show up in the book, or it doesn't show up when Alice is talking to the flowers.
But it does show up in the book.
It shows up later on, and she's talking to a gnat about it.
Huh.
I like how they did it in the movie better.
Okay.
Yeah, but they do show up. The bread and butterflies and the rocking horsefly. However, I was correct in that all the other weird creations, they don't show up. Like the glasses with the pointy.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe that?
And then
the bird mirror face thing.
Yeah.
Those weren't in the book. At least not yet.
Okay.
So I may have another correction.
Okay.
The following episode.
All right. So that has been, what are we talking next week? Are we actually getting the real movie?
No.
Okay.
We still got a ways to go, Clayton.
Okay.
I told you, there's a lot.
Well, this has been the Mickey Short and a short etymology lesson on the word through. And
has this gotten through to all of you?
So we'll be back next week with more Alice stuff.
Yeah.
And we're on this wild ride. Yeah. We're really all mad here.
We're going this way. No, that way.
We're really getting into character with this with the whole we're all mad here.
We are mad in here.
Because we're literally mad in here.
Clayton's as mad as a hatter.
Okay, do you want to sign us off now?
I don't, do I?
Yes, I think you do. With that,
remember to be kind to each other and
let's make it magical.
Bye, everybody.